Now to a story you'll see only on Fox 25. Some teachers and staff at the public charter Alexis Rainbow School now complaining they are not getting paid.
The state cut off the school's funding back in December. Fox 25's Keaton Fox has been following this story exclusively. And for the first time, we're hearing from a teacher. Keaton.
Yeah, teachers tell us they haven't been paid in weeks. Many of the charges against them from the state aren't true, they say. They say the school is top-notch, however, and they say they're caught up in the middle of a battle between the state and the school, and now they are left without pay.
It's put a lot of us in a really dire situation.
Bridget Kennedy is a teacher who loved her job at the Alexis Rainbow Charter School. She says the claims being made by parents to the state aren't true, like one that said the students were required to buy violins but never taught music.
At least 2 times a week the children would have violin lessons, and the only time that I didn't hand my class off to a violin teacher was when she was in a concert.
Kennedy says Rainbow, aside from any problems she's accused of having with keeping the books, is a great leader.
Miss Rainbow was one of the toughest administrators I've ever worked for. She expected excellence in everything we did.
But she says the school stopped paying her and other staff now. She feels she's caught in between a fight between the state and the school.
A lot of people think that charter school teachers make the same amount that Oklahoma City school teachers make, but that's not always the case. And I knew what I was getting into when I signed the contract, but I live paycheck to paycheck.
Kennedy's been threatened with eviction, lost her car insurance, along with not being able to make other bills after the state cut off payments. Now she's asking the state to pay her directly so she can move on with her life.
I've always received a state check the 2 years that I've been there, a state check for the payroll, and then for them just to say, I'm sorry, count your losses and go, is not only, you know, let down to the kids, but it's a huge burden on the teachers as well.
Now the state today told me that while they are sympathetic right now, they say there's little for them to do. They say the staff's issues are right now between them and Alexis Rainbow. The investigation into that school continues. Our multiple calls and visits to the Alexis Rainbow School have been met so far with no comment. In the studio, Keaton Fox, Fox 25 News.
Keaton, thank you. There's a lot more to the story that we have uncovered, including the fact the Board of Education doesn't have the authority to shut that school down. We have all the information for you on our website, OKCFox.com.